11 weeks ago, I had my stomach completely removed because I had stomach cancer. And I asked you, the wonderful community, if you had any questions for me because, you know, getting rid of your stomach is kind of a big deal. So I figured I'd answer some questions. Let's get to it.
Is there anything you can't eat anymore?
Nope. I haven't tried pancakes because of the pancake incident at the hospital. And I haven't tried ice cream because I'm legitimately nervous about that and scared about ice cream. But I've had everything else like around the sphere of those things. I've had milk, I've had sugar, I've had waffles, I think, I've had bread. So like I've done it, I just haven't done those two specific things yet because for some reason those two things are intimidating. I know why the pancake is. I'm not 100% sure why the ice cream is. Oh, or donuts. I haven't tried donuts yet either. But mark my words, I will.
Have you eaten at a restaurant yet?
I have eaten at a restaurant and it was terrifying. It was legitimately, I was intimidated by eating at a restaurant because I didn't know how my body was going to react. I didn't know how the bathroom was going to be occupied and if I would need it very, very, very quickly. If I would need it, would I have to stay in there all the time? Would everyone notice that I was in there all the time and ask me why I was in there all the time? It was very nerve-wracking. But then I did it again because I was fine. And then I did it again and again. And guess what? I'm eating at restaurants, y'all. I'm eating at restaurants. No big deal. It's pretty great.
The mental health piece must be a huge part of recovery. What steps do you take for this?
I'm in therapy twice a week. I'm in therapy for myself, and my wife and I are in couples therapy. That's what we do to protect our mental health. My wife is also in therapy, so we go to therapy. Yeah. Also, I take 100 milligrams of Zoloft every single day. I was taking that like before everything happened because PTSD, y'all. But that's how I take care of my mental health. Therapy.
Was there a point you thought you weren't gonna make it?
At a certain point, I thought I wasn't gonna make it. I was freaking out. I was having panic attacks. That was really early on. And as we gained more information, as we did more testing, talked to more doctors, I did not worry about that anymore. I just realized that in order to get cancer out, I had to get my stomach out. And then I could recover.
Who or what has been your best resource during this journey?
My best resource is my wife, and talking to her about food and talking to her about how I feel and how my body is reacting and everything. My wife has been my best resource and I love her so much. If you don't have my wife, sorry, I had to, then I would recommend reaching out to No Stomach for Cancer or any other stomach cancer organizations around that like can really help you gain that community and help you feel less alone.
Does food taste different?
Nah, it still rips. Food rules. It's just I have to chew it a lot more now and take smaller bites more frequently. So that's different. But no, dude, no. Food still tastes so good.
Do you always feel hungry?
No, I never feel hungry, but I also never feel satisfied, which is a very weird thing to say. Since I never feel hungry and I never feel satisfied, that means that I can constantly be eating and the carousel just goes down, which is such a weird thing to think. Like, I could ostensibly be eating like every 30 minutes all the time. And all I would have to do is just like let my intestines roll it on down because there's nothing holding the food in place to make me feel full or to tell me I'm hungry because there's nothing in it. I could just stuff food in my face all the time and then chew, let it go, wait a little bit. I'm going to eat again. It is the craziest thing. So no, I don't always feel hungry, but I also never feel satisfied. It's so weird.
What's been the most challenging part about this change?
Having my blood sugar go up and down and like really understanding my emotions that are attached to that before I get to that point has been like, it's been really hard to figure out how to stop it before it gets to that point. And that's, I think, been the most challenging, like for me personally and for my family, just to be like, why am I so upset? Why am I crying? Like, this is really difficult. But it's because my blood sugar is so low and I need to pace how I eat differently. That's been really, really hard. Also, let's be honest. One of the most challenging things has been the way my farts smell. Oh my God, it's awful.
Are there any foods you cannot eat?
Nope. Pretty great. So far, no.
How did you recover so quickly?
Well, I had the amazing help of friends and family. I'm young, so that really helped. Like all of my other systems, like are working, so that was a huge help. I ate a lot of protein. I didn't do anything insane like go boogie boarding in the first 6 weeks or so. I didn't go skydiving. I didn't do anything like that. I wanted to go free soloing, but I decided not to. And I just rested. And my body reacted well. And I feel really, really, really lucky and blessed about that.
Those are all the questions.
I answered, do things taste differently anymore? Twice. But like, that's such an interesting thing. I was so scared of things tasting differently, and they don't. Food tastes amazing.
Thank you so much for watching.
Bye! I'm still over here if you're watching this on YouTube. Consider subscribing. Thank you so much. Talk to y'all soon.